Hey, how's it, Cowboy Buzz here? How you doing? So the draft is tomorrow. So yeah, you know, um, you hear, from my last video, you heard about a lot of things with um, Jerry Jones and trade ups and all these other scenarios. The Kelvin Joseph situation. Um, Traylon Burks, you hearing a lot of steam from him. Kenyon Green about his knee issue. um, the trade up scenario, while I do think that Jerry Jones would love to trade up for him and all that. Um, I think the other half of it is I think he's trying to see who would try to jump up ahead of the Cowboys to do it, or who's in front of the Cowboys that would make sure that the Cowboys don't get the pick by trading up. Making sure they trade up in front of the guys that the that the Cowboys that the Cowboys was thinking of trading with and all that. So that I mean, Thibodeau is an aw- awesome would be an awesome pick. Again, you would help our the defense even being better. You would help out. Because of the Calvin Joseph situation, you help out Anthony Brown better. You help out Jordan Lewis better. So you help out, and then also you help out our pass rushers. You help out Michael Parsons more. You help out D-Law more. You help out our whole defensive line more, and all that. So yeah, so of course, yeah, Thibodeau. Of course, I'll pick. I would love to have. The other guy that I think they'll trade up for is Cross, the offensive lineman, because he has the most versatility of everybody of all the offensive linemen. That's going to be in that scenario. Because you can put him instantly at left guard, and then if something was to happen with Tyron Smith, and then eventually you want him to take over Tyron Smith's spot, um, you got you got the you can if you can find somebody that can compete with for the left guard spot, then yeah. I mean, then if you can find, then if you still luck out and you can find somebody that you bring in camp that can go, man, that guy can play, that guy can start. Okay, let's move on to right. Let's move across to right tackle, and then again, if something happens to Tyron Smith, you can move him to left tackle, and put Tyron Still back to right tackle. So that'll be the scenario. That'll be probably the most logical scenario. Trevor Penning, though, I love, I would absolutely love if we draft him. Um, after the Iowa State game, I was like, okay, I like seeing him do it again. And on top of that, when I was watching him, and then they said, oh, he's a senior. Oh, please get invited to the Senior Bowl game, and he was, and I was like, oh, oh, this guy is so nasty. I love it. And and with him, with Trevor Penning, yeah, he can start left tackle, but if you want to see him at his apex, at his most dominant area, would be right tackle. Imagine him and Zach Martin side by side. So yeah, that. I don't know if the Cowboys would draft. I mean, trade up as high. I think the scenario would be where if like the Cowboys was to call the team and the other team is not asking for much. I can't see the Cowboys doing that. The other thing would be if a team is just desperate to bail out and they call the Cowboys, they go, hey, we know you like this player. Just make us an offer and we'll take it. Okay, boom. And let's hope the Cowboys don't do something stupid by overselling it and all that. My favorite player in the draft now, Jordan Davis. Yeah, he's my absolute favorite player in this draft. Again, not selling what a hard defense looked last year. I want to see it even better. And for him, he'll like stop those big running plays up the middle. He helps out our linebackers immensely. Like how offensive linemen help out our running backs. He helps us our linebackers. He's gonna take up so many blocks that the running back is gonna have to either make a move or he'll have nowhere to go, and bam, our linebackers, without having to worry about shedding blocks. You got Jabril Cox, you got LVE, you got especially Michael Parsons, you know, you got that making plays and all that. And then imagine if on our early down, the Cowboys decide to blitz and Jordan Davis just pushes the um that 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 middle of the thing that back. Imagine Michael Parsons blitzing from up the middle, and he instantly takes two players on Jordan Davis. Name a running back is gonna um, take on Michael Parsons one on one. There is none, you know. So yeah, um, yeah. So the wide receivers, you hear them picking up a lot of steam. While Jameson Williams probably be the most exciting one to get. If he was healthy, he wouldn't last. He'll be the first wide receiver taken. He's that good. Um, Drake London, I think the Cowboys would love to get him, but I don't think I think he's gonna go higher than what expected. Um, Olave, Wilson. Olave probably could fall to us. Wilson, no. Traylon Burks, maybe. Um, but to me, this is my point about the whole draft, and I'm not trying to knock these guys in any way. I just think that you're gonna because our offensive line sucks. Our running game is not gonna improve with our offensive line situation. So you're gonna get Dak throwing more and all that. And I'm not saying that we cannot win games that way, but I'm just wondering how many times like Traylon Burks is gonna get down the field, or CeeDee Lamb or Michael Gallup or anything like that. They catch a big play. Next thing you know, it's like there's a flag on the field, or every time they show a replay, you see Traylon Burks or CeeDee Lamb open, and Dak is on his back. Or every time we have to throw the ball, and then you hear like, oh, Dak is over 370 yards, and we're losing the game. You know, so that's why I would rather draft offensive lineman, or there's a great defensive player, because because just the fact that I would rather have an efficient Dak, a more methodical offense, a solid running game who will help out Dak even more, you know, rather than stat Dak. Stat Dak is like, this for fantasy point owners that just care about the stats and all that. Where that's their argument every time they go, Dak is a damn good quarterback because look, he averages 380 yards a week and all that. Yeah, but it's not his fault that the offensive line sucks. But that's my point, you know. So yeah, so that takes me to the guards. Zion Johnson, I know the Cowboys love him. I would take him. I like him a lot. Kenyon Green, I like even more. The knee issue, yeah, I think is a more like a career shortening injury. So, but if you can get 4 or 5 good years out of him, they have had it. So yeah. Later, and then with the wide receivers, I think there's some players. If Jordan Pickens was to fall to 56, bro, I'm jumping on that. You know, there's a kid Dobbs that I would take in. That I don't know where he's gonna fall, but I would love. I mean, my friend guys mentioned him a couple times because they live in Vegas. He's like, bro, Danny, I know you'll love this kid, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And when I saw him, I was like, ooh. So yeah, so there's some other wide receivers that I believe that can make a great impact to the team. A great compliment to CeeDee Lamb, which I believe that this will be the year that will tell us is CeeDee Lamb the man or not. You know, Tight end, I think we're gonna draft a high tight end. Um, if we can luck out and get a guard, get a guard. If we was to get lucky enough to get a tackle, or vice versa, lucky or tackle falls to us, something like that. That would be awesome. Um, I know Sam Williams is linked up to the Cowboys a lot. Dan Quinn is gonna jump up and down for to get him. So again, getting him again helps if he makes an impact. You helping out Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown, you know, and all that. Corners, corners. There's some guys I like. I mean, I'm not jumping up and down for him. I do like the kid Mathis later on in the draft. From Pittsburgh. I do like him. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised we pick up a running back. Because we don't know what's gonna happen to Zeke after this year. Pollard, I don't know if they're willing to pay him anything. Um, he probably would come back because the way the running backs are treated now, they're not gonna pay too much and all that. So yeah, so that's the way I see it. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. I won't be doing live, but I'll be doing the draft though. All right, mahalo for watching Paniolo boys. Who you with? You know who I'm with? I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.